we talked about it briefly, but I said we were going to go into more in depth here. How far can this offense of Scott Turner's, this new slow game approach, killing the time of possession? I mean, the time of possession, we mentioned it too. In the last 3 games, we have 117 minutes of time of possession compared to only 63 minutes of our opponent, nearly 2-1 in that category. How far can this take? Is this a winning recipe here in Washington?
It's a winning recipe as long as you put points on the board. It's dumb if you don't. I mean, like I said, this past game, we ran the ball, but we only get, 17 points? It's unacceptable. You got to be able to put this team away. Throw the ball. And then when you throw the ball, you're throwing screens, you're digging and dunking. That's not going to win you no games. You got to push that ball down the field. You got Terry McLaurin, you got Curtis Samuel, Logan Tucker. You got all these weapons. Stretch that field. Stretch the field. You have one-on-one opportunities. They were man coverage almost the whole night. You should have because teams like Tampa, teams like Rams, keep running the ball if you want to. Oh, go ahead. We're just going to keep scoring touchdowns, even if you do have time of possession. So you have, if you're going to do that, you have to put points up on the board. That's how it works. It almost cost us the game because we was too conservative. Let's just run. Let's run. It was really just run the clock out. And you almost lost because of it. You got to put points on the board. You got to take a shot. It's the Seahawks. Take the shot. Stop thinking and dunking. Push the ball downfield. If we can control time possessions and take shots, nobody could beat us.
Yeah, we did take a couple of shots, and it sucks too because like Terry had an opportunity on a one-on-one where there was a little bit of hand-to-hand combat, but we both thought that he should be able to come down with that football. The other one down the middle for Logan Thomas was a dime by Taylor Heineke. It was right on Logan. It was just a great play by Quandre Diggs, who hit the ball at the right exact spot, popped it up. Jamal Adams got the interception. And it's actually interesting. I was listening to the radio, and I can't get the right angle, but there's an argument that it was not caught, and nobody ever even really looked into it, I feel like. I don't even think they reviewed it, really, which is weird because all turnovers are supposed to be reviewed. But there was one angle that he clearly looked like he did not have the ball. It was kind of like sticking out funny. It was going right at the ground. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you actually take a close look at it with the right angles, the correct angles, I mean, that may have not been an interception. But anyway, back to the point, though, is going downfield. We definitely did not do it much at all. But I don't necessarily know if it was due to the lack of play calls for it. I know we did call a lot of screens, and I know we did call a lot of run plays, but I saw several times where Heineke dropped back and had plenty of time in the pocket, but he just didn't throw the football. Was nobody open? Did he miss it? But it clearly was a long timing routes. It wasn't a quick take the snap, slant, take the snap, screen, take the snap, whatever.
But ball, so you can go 5 wide, 4 wide. You got Curtis. Curtis was open a number of times where Curtis could have just took it and went.
Right.
But you gotta. That goes to play call. You gotta scheme something open. Scheme something open deep across the middle.
Yeah.
Like, do something.
We tried to hit Terry on the first drive on 3rd down. And that was a bad play by Heineke because you had DeAndre Carter wide open for a 1st down, and he forced it into double coverage for Terry on that one particular play. So, yeah, it's like and you might be right. I mean, I remember when I haven't watched the film of this game, but I did take a deep dive into, I believe, the Denver game. And, yeah, he did not call a lot for Terry McLaurin to get open. Like, it was not a lot of great scheming for Terry McLaurin.
This game. They caught like 3-4 plays for Terry. They stopped. Why?
Well, he wasn't catching it. I mean, that's the sad part, right? Well, but you got to keep feeding him, though. You got to keep feeding him. They stopped?
They sent him on like a little reverse or whatever where he comes all the way around and then sneaks out. They gave him some of those plays. That gives him up. Why not keep doing that?
Yeah.
Keep doing it. And you got Curtis. Curtis over a couple times. You can't miss that.
Right. Yeah, I would definitely like more wide receiver, like jet sweeps or something. And not like a whole bunch. I don't need like 10 a game. but I don't think we call enough where that's a great opportunity to give Terry the ball. And you just mentioned we just got Curtis back. That's a phenomenal opportunity to get Curtis the ball. I think we did one jet sweep, and it was for DeAndre Carter, right? Like, why not Curtis or why not Terry in those situations where they do more after the catch? I mean, I know DeAndre Carter's earned his spot, and he's been awesome since he's been here. He had a couple of muff punch that nearly cost us. But other than that, I mean, he's definitely earned touches. But if you have Curtis should be getting that ball. I mean, he has a way better center of gravity, way better running after the catch, if you will. And so I would like to see more going that direction. But overall,
it's too much explosion on this offense for you to just not. We should be gunning. Still run the ball, but you got speed everywhere. I mean,
true.
Carter. I mean, Curtis back, Terry. You know, then you got little guys like Dax milling them. You get them like a 10-yard dig. I mean, open it up. Open it up. Do bunch formations with Curtis, Terry, and Carter on the same side. Like, it's not rocket science.